Chief Examination of Sharon Brannigan. Good morning. My name's Mr. Henderson. I represent the Crown, the case of Kim Donnelly. And I'll be asking you a few questions. You can answer them to the best of your ability, of what you personally recollect. Can we start with your full name? Can you tell that to the court, please?
Sharon Brannigan.
And how old are you?
39.
And what's your occupation?
I'm a police constable.
What force is that with?
Tayside.
Tayside. And how many years have you served?
Just one.
And that's all been with Tayside?
Yes.
Were you on duties on March 1st, 2021?
Yes, I was.
What were you doing on March 1st, 2021?
I went to the Sheriff Court to gain a search warrant.
And that was granted?
It was, yes.
And what day did you execute the search warrant?
The 10th of March.
10th of March. And what address was that?
27 Lorgan Street.
Street. Is that Dundee?
It is, yeah.
What time did you arrive at that address?
8:25.
And who was on duty with you when you arrived?
I was with my colleagues Stuart, Duncan, Gallagher, Nicola Kerr, Graham Kerr, Wilson, Milne, Burnett and Sergeant Winter.
Okay. So you arrive at the address. What do you do?
We have a forced entry.
And whose call was that?
Sergeant Winter's.
Okay, so you forced entry into the property. What's happened there?
We find the accused Kim standing in our hall, so we take her into her bedroom and detain her and read her the search warrant. She's detained from section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act 1971.
Okay, so she's handcuffed, you're in the bedroom. Who's entered the bedroom with you?
Constable Wilson.
And the accused?
And the accused, yes.
So you said Kim Donnelly. Is she in the courtroom just now?
She is, yeah.
Can you point her out to me? So where did you search first in the bedroom?
We searched the bed first.
The bed. Where on the bed?
We searched the mattress, the pillowcases, the sheets. We started at the pillowcases.
Started with the pillowcases.
Yeah.
So what did you find in the pillowcase?
We found 24 wraps.
24, okay.
And a bag of brown substance.
I'll stop you just right there. Can you take a look at label number 1 for me? Tell the court what it is.
24 wraps.
24 wraps. Were they the same wraps that you found at the property on March 10th?
Yes.
And how do you know?
Because they're labelled.
So they're labelled. And who were they handed to?
They were handed to Constable Wilson.
And can I ask you to look at also label 2 for me? And tell the court what that was?
It's a bag of brown substance.
Was this the same brown substance you found at the locus?
Yes.
How do you know?
Because it's labelled.
And was this passed to the same officer?
It was.
Okay. Okay, so you found 2 things in the pillowcase. Was that the only 2 things you found in the pillowcase?
Yes, it was.
Yes. Okay, so you put down the pillowcase. Where else on the mattress did you say you searched again?
We searched under the mattress.
And did you find anything under the mattress?
We found no.
Nothing under the mattress. Anywhere else in the bed?
Well, next to the bed there was a cream hooded top.
Hooded top. Can I ask you to look at label 3 for me?
Yes.
And what's that?
A cream hooded top.
Is that the same cream hooded top at the address
Yes.
you described? Okay. And this was handed to the same person?
Yes.
And what was in the cream hooded top?
There was a bag of white powder and another bag with white crystal substance.
I'll stop you right there. Can you look at label 4 for me? 4 and 5. Starting with label 4 on your left. What is that?
White powder.
White powder. Is that the same white powder you found at the address?
It is.
How do you know?
It's labelled.
It's labelled. And looking at label 5, is that the same brown substance?
It is.
Is it? And that for the same reason?
Yes.
It's labelled. And were they both handed to the same officer?
They were, yeah.
As all the other items?
Yes.
And who was that name of that officer?
Constable Wilson.
So you've checked the cream hooded top. Where did the search go from there?
Next to the bed there was, we went to the drawers, our set of chest of drawers in the bedroom.
Okay. Did you check every single drawer?
We did.
Did you find anything?
We did, yes. So in the top right drawer, we found cash. In both the top drawers, and
Okay. So how much did you find?
we found £135 in one of the drawers.
I'll stop you there. £135, and that was in the top right drawer. You said
It was.
it was. Can you look at label 6 for me?
Yes,
And what's label 6? Can you tell the court?
cash.
Cash. How much cash?
I believe £135.
Is it the same £135?
It's labelled, so yes, I presume so.
Okay. And the next cash you said you found?
We found £310 in the left drawer.
So they weren't bundled all together.
No,
And how much was that? Did you say?
£310.
£310. Can you look at label 7 for me
Mhm.
and tell the court what that is?
A bag of cash.
Bag of cash for the same amount.
I believe so.
And how do you know?
It's labelled.
And they were both handed to the same officer.
They were.
Was that the only money you found?
We also found £29 in cash.
And that was the total.
That was the total.
And that was handed to the same officer.
Yes, it was.
Can I ask you to look at label 8 for me?
Uh-huh.
And what is label 8?
I believe that's the £29.
You believe that's the same?
I do,
I do. Why is that?
because it's labelled.